I was like, I don't know when you thought it was a joke.
At this point, like, bags are packed, like, I'm out.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Liz, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about my move to China, why I moved, and what were some of my expectations versus my reality. I moved to China actually in 2018, so I know some people are probably wondering, why are you doing this video now after 2.5 years? Well, one, because I have time because COVID. And two, I just recently resigned from my job, and so I'm in a reflection process, and I'm thinking about, you know what, like, what went really well? What are some things that I could have done without? So I decided I was gonna make a couple of videos to talk about my experience here. This is one of a few videos. I'm not gonna say many videos because when I reflect, and then I move on, and that's that. So I don't know how long I'm going to be talking about China, but I'm going to talk about it for now because it's relevant. I'm actually still in China. I haven't moved back home yet. Also, I'm going to be looking down at my notebook because I can. Why did I choose China? I think I'd done service trips, I'd done study abroad trips. And so I was like, okay, like, I'm kind of feeling this living abroad life. Like, I wasn't there for long. Usually people take a semester abroad, but the longest time I was abroad in undergrad was about a month. And so, like, after that, I felt like I was living there. I was in the community. Like, it just felt really good. Like, I enjoyed that experience. So I was like, okay, how can I make this more permanent? I think one of my counselors in undergrad was like, yeah, like, you can go to South Korea. Do I really want to do it? I did, but I was scared. So when I was in grad school, I met this Black woman, and she was like, yeah, I just came back from South Korea, and I've been living there for 8 years. And I was just like, 8 years? That was probably my biggest fear, being Black in China. So I was like, okay, if she's on this and she did it, you know,
I could do one little year.
and even if I don't like it, like, I could come back, you know what I mean? I applied for a teaching position in China and South Korea. And when you apply to these positions, they're like, oh, you know, our company helps you to travel. And, you know, they give you all these promises. Some of them are lies. And then I started hearing from people, yo, you could make bank, you could make money. The company I went with originally, no, you cannot.
No, you cannot make bank and money at that company. And I'm not going to blast them, but they know who they are. And you cannot make bank at that place. So don't even try it.
And so I was like, okay.
Boom.
I'm going to apply to China. I'm going to apply to South Korea. And I'm going to see what happens. So I know people are like, why China? Like, it wasn't even like I watched a movie and I was super interested. Like, it wasn't anything like that. It was that I applied to China, I applied to South Korea, and China got back to me quicker. That's it. So after I applied, within 4 months of, like, getting accepted to the position.
And I should have known something was funny because I got accepted so quick, but whatever.
I ain't even gonna ruminate on that. I'm reflecting. This is part of the process. They got back to me super fast, and then, like, within 4 months, I was in China. So, you know, to me, it was a seamless process. And then, as I prepared to go to China, my mom was like,
Are you lying?
My dad was like, you lying. My brothers and my cousins were like,
Are you sure you want to do this?
and I was just like, yeah, like, it's now or never. Like, if I don't do it now, I have no kids. I wasn't in a relationship. Like, I was super, well, anyways, no. Let me not even get there. I was in a relationship. I was super, super free, essentially. Like, I had already been moving around so much to different cities that I was like, okay, let me just try out this country and see what's up. I actually originally had a plan that I was going to try China, like a country in Asia. Then I was going to try a country in Europe. So I was looking at Spain. I was like, okay, China it is. My mom's getting ready to drop me off to the airplane. She goes, oh, you're serious? I was like, I don't know when you thought it was a joke.
At this point, like, bags are packed, like, I'm out.
So I landed in China in, like, July of 2018. Most international airports have English signs, so I wasn't, like, shook. It's when I got out and the person was holding the sign for my name that I was like, okay. I just assumed that they would send someone that spoke English, but they didn't. And I guess they didn't really need to because he was just taking me from point A to point B and he got me to my destination. So I can't even be mad. I'm fast forwarding, right? Because I really want to just talk about what my expectations were and what the reality is. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because, like, man, I'm not saying don't have expectations, but, like, I went there expecting, you know, life was going to be easy. And it was easy. It was easy. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. But it was a struggle. Beauty supply stores. So, I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. Two Brothers, that's like probably the most popular one that I know. I know there are other ones opening up and they're owned by Black people. Support Black businesses, by the way. So when I got to China, right, things that I expected, beauty supply stores. I didn't really focus on bringing hair products because one, my hair was super short, so I didn't really need any. But two, I was like, oh, it's China. I'm going to be able to get everything that I need.
It's on and popping.
Like where I'm from, when you go to a beauty supply store, especially when you go to a beauty supply store in the hood, the owners are Chinese. And so I'm thinking I'm going to go to China. Yo, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get braiding hair for like 1 cent. Like I really thought that it was going to be the pick of the litter. You feel what I'm saying? And I thought everything was going to be like easy and cheap.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. I'm here to tell you today that it's a lie. There are no beauty supply stores. In hindsight, now that I'm thinking of it, now that I've been here, why would there be beauty supply stores? Why would I come to China where everybody is Chinese and assume that they're gonna have black hair care products? They don't have black people here. Granted, there are black people living here, but like, it's China. So I didn't think of that, right? I just assumed like, okay, this is what I saw in the hood. This is what I'm gonna get in China. I did not get that. There's a couple cities in China where you go and you buy things wholesale. Now that I've been here long enough, I now know how to get the products that I need. I thought I was going to have to do my own hair because I'm black in China. So I figured, how are these people, what's gonna happen? It is actually so easy to get your hair done here. There are a lot of black hair salons, black hair specialists. It is easy, like to the point that we have in China, what's circulating is like the black hair care, like yellow pages. All right, I just dated myself because I know some of y'all don't know what yellow pages are, but basically there's like a book of all hairstylists and barbers in China in different cities, if there's one in your city, essentially. And there's a lot of them here. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be able to braid my hair like that. Another assumption that I made, everything is gonna be cheap. I'm gonna be paying like, nothing for all these products.
That's also a lie.
Things are cheap. Don't get me wrong. Things are cheap. And when I go back to the US, there are certain things I will not buy just because I don't think it's worth it anymore after being here. I'm racking up right now. The other day, I just bought like 4 pairs of jeans. I don't even really wear jeans. I'm not going to pay for the jeans in the US. Yeah, I thought I was going to come to China and things were going to be stupid cheap. Like I was going to be paying 50 cents, $1. Like things are cheap, but not the way that you would expect. I know a lot of things in the US say made in China, but the quality of what they sell here is very different from the one in the US. So I assume that's why the price is the way that it is. I don't know. I'm speculating. On top of everything not being so cheap, shopping indoors
is a no.
If you're plus size in China, which their version of plus size and what we're talking about in the US is very different. But if you're plus size, like you're not going to be able to just walk into a store and buy what you want on that day. I don't know why, but this past year on my birthday, I was like, I want to buy like a shirt to wear later on for dinner or something. Why did you do this? You know that you're not going to be able to find anything in your size. Even the largest size is like a no. I guess it kind of makes me save money, or I really spend money online. It could be either one, but I've learned the lay of the land. I think when you get here, you start to learn, okay, how do I order online? How do I make sure these things fit me? There's also like a group chat here for like plus size women, and we like share links, and it's pretty dope because otherwise it's like I would have to wait to go home every time to get clothes that fit me. Shopping in stores is a no.
I just thought I was going to be able to walk into anywhere and just live.
But like, that's not the case. Chinese food. I knew China was going to be different, obviously. But Chinese food in China is not the same as Chinese food in America.
There is no crab rangoon.
Obviously, like, I got over it. There are other things here that I love.
Hot pot.
Hot pot is amazing. But there is no crab rangoon. It's kind of like the US. Different cities and states have their specialties. Like, it's pretty cool. But whatever we're eating in the US as Chinese food
is a damn lie.
Ooh, man. Assimilation is crazy because it's Chinese people working in those spots and they're cooking this food, and it's just like, this is not even really what you cook back home. But anyways, so Chinese food in America, not the same as Chinese food in China. I thought I was gonna have to learn Chinese my first day. I went into the hotel and I tried to like order room service. Whole menu was in Chinese. In hindsight, I just freaked out after I saw the Chinese that I didn't look for the English.
The English was on the back side.
I thought I wasn't going to be able to get around not knowing Chinese. I've been here 2.5 years. I don't know enough Chinese to be like, yeah, I figure it out. I got my translator ready all the time. I can say a couple of sentences. I can point things out. I can ask questions a little bit. I'm not even close to like beginner. It's really like low level stuff. Chinese people really do try to work with you. They try to work with you to make sure you get what you need, right? So even if I don't know Chinese and they don't know English, they do a really good job of trying to make sure I get what I want at the end of the day. I'm very grateful for that, because it could just be like, I went to this one country, we were like, let's try to speak their language. They got pissed that we didn't know it well enough and was like,
no, if you're gonna come here, speak our language.
Y'all probably already know the country by the way I'm saying it, but I ain't gonna get into that. And lastly, this video is longer than I expected. I'm gonna try to cut it down as much as possible.
Maybe not.
It is what it is when you're free and you got some downtime.
Just play my voice in the background.
Because it's gonna be a long video, because I am not a professional at editing. So anyways, the last thing was, I expected that I was gonna come to China and like live my life, and like I thought China was gonna be, you know, like I was gonna be loving it and living it. It was gonna have its, you know, awkward moments and its rough times, but generally I thought I was gonna love it, and I was gonna be here for a few years. Now looking back, I don't even know how I've been here for this long. I'm really surprised at myself, and I'm really freaking proud of myself. I just thought it was gonna be this beautiful place of bliss. And there were times I woke up in the morning and I was like,
I can't believe this is my life.
I can't believe I'm living in a whole other country, and I'm working and I'm eating and I'm moving and I'm, you know what I mean? Like, that was hard to wrap my mind around sometimes. Overall,
It was a struggle.
it might just be like post-COVID vibes making me feel like it was a struggle. I think something that I didn't realize or didn't even think about is like, you move here, you make friends, you make dope friends, but then they leave, right? And it's not like they're all leaving to your country, so at some point you'll meet up. They're from different countries. I made friends from so many different countries. It's dope, right, to make that connection and meet other people and learn about other cultures. I'm not a person that's like great with change.
I mean, who is really?
But that constant like rotation, especially post-COVID, like who you're cool with here, and I really think that's anywhere, like your support system, your network, that can make a great impact on your experience. And so I had an amazing support system here, and over time that dwindled, whether that be because of COVID or just people making, you know, just life plans to move back and get back to what they were doing. So I struggled more than I thought I was going to struggle. My expectation was that, yeah, it's going to be hard, but I'm gonna like it. But like, I struggled. And still processing. And I will be for probably the rest of this year. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more about China, or you want me to talk more about China and my experience here, leave a comment. Like I said, I moved here in 2018, and I could have done this video earlier, but I know, like, especially in the US, there are a lot of people thinking about moving, and I think it was just relevant to talk about this and get people to consider their options, and to get them to think about certain things and what they need and what they want if they were to make that transition. I realized that this video might sound like I didn't enjoy my time here, but like, there were things that happened here that were great that wouldn't have happened if I didn't come. So I am gonna make a video about the things I love about China and the things I'll miss when I leave here. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.